What's good, Joe? You know what I'm saying? Mad frosty outside right now. I just took out the trash, so welcome back to another video, man. I want to show y'all something, man. Obviously, I'm outside. Nah, Joe, for real, you outside? Yeah, bro, I'm outside. Look, almost everywhere that I walk, it's literally ice, right? Look, you see like the white spots? That's water stuck under ice. You see how it moves? It's like I'm a water bender, right? I just wanted to illustrate something though. The fact that I walked on ice to go take out trash. It's like the thing that came to my head is in this world, right? Now we talking about spiritual. In this world, every step that we take, it could be our last, right? Or it could lead, I shouldn't even put it all the way like that already. Every step we take, it could be fatal, right? But if we're too scared to take steps, sometimes we'll never be able to achieve our goals. We'll be too scared. We'll be too comfortable. Sometimes you gotta take risks. And those risks you may not want to, you may not want to do. But if you don't take those risks, how will you ever grow? How would you ever build your foundation? How would you ever, well, Christ is our firm foundation, but how would you continue to grow upon that though? If we don't decide to go out here and take risks. You know what I'm saying? I encourage y'all to go out there and take risks. Not in this though. Y'all cool. Like, it was over 200 wrecks yesterday in Texas alone. But in Dallas alone. So I encourage y'all to be very safe. But in life, just in general, we cannot afford to be afraid to take the next step. Sometimes it's a little you get a little nervous because you don't know what is yet to come. You don't know the outcome of it. You don't know the success of what will happen if you decide to get out of your comfort zone. I'm here to document me getting out of my comfort zone, right? You know what I'm saying? Myself, one second, y'all. So for me, myself, right? I've been in Smoothie King for quite some time, for about 5 years now. And so, at first, I wasn't really trying to do anything with Smoothie King. I was just thankful to get a new position, to get a different job, because working at Pizza Hut was like hell. That was the era before I was saved by the blood of Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Yeah, I was surrounded by drugs and alcohol and anything, you name it. It was you know what I'm saying? It was bad. But going towards Smoothie King, I was just blessed to have another job. And then that's when I met one of my mentors, man. Shout out to you, Skyler. It's a good game. Bro, he was one of the ones who would always just encourage me that I can continue to do better, I can continue to grow, but it's in my hands. I have the power. What am I willing to do with that? You see what I'm saying? You see me? But and so I was just a regular team member at first when I first started. And then whenever I met Skyler, he encouraged me to become a shift leader. At first I was bugging, 'cause I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to do all that. all these excuses, not trying to get out of my comfort zone, because that's what it is, bro. Whenever you are in a predicament where you are about to get out of your comfort zone, that's where the excuses come in. That's where you got to stop making excuses and making progress with your life. And so, Skyler, he was like, bro, I know you can do it, man. It's not as hard as you think, and just the things that you will be doing, it's not too different, but you will become a leader. I was like, okay, I like that. So, I decided to take the leadership role, and nothing happened. It didn't hurt. I got out of my comfort zone. It didn't hurt, but it only increased my life even more. You feel me? And so, continue to grow with Smoothie King, and it got to a point where I was getting at a tough place at that specific Smoothie King, but I moved on with Skyler and his business, and so whenever I got over to his store, I got there, and I was basically being told that I can become the general manager, but it's up to me to by any means to get there. And so, like, I was going up, I was going up at first, but then certain things in my performance started to trickle down. And then that's like around the time when my dad passed away. And so when my dad passed away, I was never really close to my dad like that. But I grew up going over there on the weekends with him and stuff. And so I would see him pretty much every week. But when he passed away, though, it just really hit me, because I didn't get to talk to him. I didn't get to ask him certain things that I wanted to. And I was in a bit of regret, because I didn't get to ask him certain questions. But one thing that I'm so thankful to God for is that whatever me and my dad we went through, I was able to forgive him for it before he passed away. That's a video for a different day. Forgiveness, bro. Make sure y'all forgive the ones in your life before it's too late. So moving forward, later on that same year, all right, so my mom and I, we lived together, right? And so later on that year, closer around her birthday, it was like late July, she had got a stroke. And so now it's like, boom, my back against the wall. My dad just passed away, and then my mom, she almost passed away. So bro, I'm right here, bro. I'm in my head, like, yo, what I'm saying, like, what's going on? And just letting the thoughts get to me. And I wanted to push back. I wanted to move backwards. I wanted to go back to the other Smoothie King, knowing that it wasn't where I was going to be happy at, but I felt like that's what I needed at the time. I was reassured, though, once again, by Skyler and my boy Patrick. Shout out to Pat. Pat, what's good, gang? Words of encouragement from both sides. A little more anger on Pat's side, respectfully. That situation right there was really interesting, because Skyler was asking me, basically, like, before I Oh, I'm telling y'all, like, I'm going back to the other Smoothie King, but no context. So the context, right, is I didn't even know how to drive up until 2 years ago. I didn't know how to drive, and so like, it's just crazy, bro. I would drive here and there, like, some people I was close to, were like brothers to me. They try to teach me how to drive, and I was bugging, and so, but I at this point, bro, I'm like, bro, I got a man up. At that point, I'm 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? Dad passed away. Mom can't work. I gotta do something now. I gotta make a change. Boom. So Skylar, there again, to encourage me to better myself, get into a better situation. Patrick as well too. Patrick always been there since. Some of y'all seen the post. 14 years, just always like wanting to encourage, but me always just being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I get to the next level, and I be comfortable there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good mentality to have at all, bro. And so, let's see. So Skylar was encouraging me. He was like, "Hey, man, well, this is before you make that final decision. We can do this, right? I can drive, like, I can pull up to you and I can show you how to drive, and we can drive up to Smoothie King, and you know what I'm saying, like, and would you be comfortable with that?" And pretty much, he's just showing me that, like, he's there for me still, and that he's still willing to help me progress to the next level. And so, boom. But before I even continue with that story, that same year in May, it was May 14th, I had a dream. That I was riding on the highway, and I was riding smooth, and I was smiling and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I heard a small, still voice say, "See, now what were you afraid of this whole time?" Because I was scared to be on the highway, mind you. So when I heard that in the dream, I'm like, oh snap, that felt real. Fast forwarding back to that time with Skylar. So Skylar, he pulled up on me, and literally whenever he pulled up at these apartments, he literally pulled up and got out the car. He dapped me up. What's good, gang? You know what I'm saying? He dapped me up with the keys in hand too. I was like, oh, I'm driving already? He's like, yeah, you gonna drive? I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, were we driving just around the block? He said, no, on the highway. I'm like, mind you, the highway was not it for me, bro. The highway was the only place I didn't go. I was bugging. I was like, the highway, no. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, I couldn't afford to be like, no. I better like, yeah, get on it. So I did. He said, anytime you feel uncomfortable, I want you to go ahead and just pull over, and you know what I'm saying, like, he'll take over. Bro, whole time I was on the highway driving, you know what I'm saying, checking